Welcome back, everybody, for to this trial and this sequence of progress. All right, so today we're gonna be doing some progress and start the project of the new traditional pinball mode in my MW pinball machine. And what I'll be focused today is gonna be in make progress for players. So because I put here kind of 6 points of what I have to be in my head, or you can take a sample what is in my head, how I thinking a little bit about how to make progress to this. So and what is the achievement that we are in? So our achievement is to be all these missions or modes to achieve traditional pinball mode. And if you didn't see the last video or the first video of this, I explain what is the plan, what I want to do, and I go one by one here explaining what is the idea. So today I'm gonna kick on Unreal Engine. I'm gonna talk about a little bit, and I'm gonna start focus on make the progress for 4 players. So how we I gonna have that in my mind. Then have the sequence of the progress, mission started in, widget shows, select mode, and save score. So basically make progress. So have in my mind that every time the player drain, keep that progress, the progress that is on here. So when it end all the 3 balls, it lose the game completely and start over. So basically, I'm trying to do kind of the traditional way that you keep your progress in each ball, so you don't lose and start over all the time each ball, like my regular rules. So that's have in mind that, and then I'm gonna have the sequence, how I gonna do the sequence in blueprints to complete with each mission every time, and each time that you're playing and getting. So if you start multiple, to not get another multiple in the top of that multiple, which is, or get a fight in the top of the multiple, which I probably can do it, but I don't know if you're gonna feel too crowd doing a lot of things at the same time. So when you get a mission, an active, uh, it could be possible. I mean, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel if I mix everything. So I'm probably gonna keep that in mind. So it's could get a sequence progress, and then how we're gonna start the mission and we're gonna end, and we're gonna work with the widget shows. So whenever's happening something, it's showing the widget, and then how we're gonna select the mode, because remember we got plenty modes on the screen on this game, like I think nobody's been doing before, and we got the technology, we can do anything there. So that's my purpose here. So it shows if you're paying $7,000 for a machine, you better have some stuff to do now. That's what I'm thinking. So not just the same thing over and over. But yeah, that's my opinion. So so yeah, and then we're gonna go save score. Save score when, of course, how you know. So let's dive in. Let me change the screen here. Got two here, and let me make sure. All right. So what you're seeing here is all my coding here. I got all um, my different scripts. I can call. I don't know very much the terminology of each everything here, but right you see here is the event graph. This is the main event. That's what everything start. Like I've been talking about the videos. Where is my I cannot update a lot of stuff. Like all this is not being used. I'm using kind of new stuff, way to do stuff, but I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna go what we need to do now, which is focus on the making the progress of all player. And I made a traditional pin here, which is a new event graphic. So it's all empty. So we can call this through new events and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do. But as well, we need to go back to um, my list here. Let me go back to my list. I think this is, no, there you go. Oh, sorry, there you go. So one of the thing is we have to classify uh, how many variables we need on this. So we want the spinner to charge arrows. So basically, we got arrows that we track per center, and we're gonna multiply that after and blah blah blah. But we need to keep the percentage. That's one of the things that we had to make the progress. So the first thing is get the, let me cancel this, it's not gonna start saving. We will do variables for each player that we will track. So when we change player, know what percentage each player has and which die. So in this way we got A and B. So A is for one side of the arrow and B is for the second one. So we each player need 2%. So let's do two variables that we will track per center. So on that one, we're gonna go here to variables. We're gonna get new one, and here it is. We're gonna call it player one, spinner, player one, spinner, /1. I think I'm gonna put just a line here so you get. Okay, and this is gonna be a float because we want to count percentage, and that will be from 0.91, 0.0.9, stuff like that. So, and we're gonna duplicate this. Player one. I mean, we can say 0 and 1, and then we multiply that one and say here player 2, 0, player 2, 1, player 3, 0, and player 3, 1, player 4, 0. Oh, let me change it up here. And now player 4, 1. So in the list we got, see, oh wait a minute, I don't know if you can see me here. Sorry, I think I had to change the screen. It did change. There you go. My bad. I don't know if it shows. So here it is. So player 1, spinner 1, player 1, spinner 0, 1, and so on, so on. All 4 players. So let me fix something here. Let me add captures. Let me fix so we can track the list. Alright, so that's the spinner. Then the drop sheet, if we follow the list. I just want to put this list on so you guys can see it. Let me see if I can show window captures up here. There you go. Alright. Here it is. So on this list we got spinner percentage, so we can track the percentage of each player. So right here we got the drop hit lights, so we had to get one so we got one drop sheet four lights, so we can do per player one variable. Okay, so let me take this out real quick. There you go. So now we're gonna get another variable, and let's copy this one, and that one will be player one drop ship 0, or just drop ship. Okay, drop ship player one drop ship, and that one we're gonna get an integer. So we gotta count 0, 0, 1, 2, and 3, which is 4 lights, and we can say it. So you got 2 lights on, you got 2 variables, and you got one number. So you got 3 light on, you got 1. So we can add that and kind of keep the progress and continue. Okay, so we're gonna multiply that and say here 2 drop ship, and then that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna multiply that one and say here 3. Multiply here and say 4th. Okay, so now you got all this is good. This is come up here, not that bad. Go down. There you go. So 1, move it up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There you go. So that's one thing. Let's go back here to the list, and now we got the third one will be drop targets. So same thing. So we're gonna kill targets, and we can put 20 targets, 15 target, or we can make target randomly. So let's say that, which is tricky, because if we play 4 players and you get 15 target and then I get 20 targets, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, you got 15, I got 20. That's no justice. So we can, we can also make it more complicated and say, you know what, if in the beginning of the game, choose how many target everybody gonna get, and we can do that. It's very easy. But or we can just feed every time 20, 20, 20. The only thing is that if I do that, I don't like to every time the game's be the same. So I like to kind of add some flavor that you never know what can happen when you play. And I think that I can just do random, like you can do 15, 20, 25, 30, so make it super hard, or 10 targets, so make it super easy. And every time that you start a game, it will choose between that, and everybody gonna have all the target. I can do that real quick, and it's very easy. So so everyone have to have a variable. So let's do this. Let's get player one drop target, and that it will. So what I can do is to make it faster, just copy this and then multiply this one, boom, and paste that. Oh, paste that, drop target. And then multiply this one and just paste that, drop target. Get the 4 one, multiply that, and then get paste target. So the way you multiply, for those that don't know, you can select this one and hit Control W, and it will duplicate whatever you select. And then as well, copy paste, so B to paste and C to copy. So there you go. So we got all the drop targets. So we got 4. And then I'm gonna go back to the list and see. Oh, yeah, at least they're there. I forgot to turn off. It's okay. So now the attack. So as well, attack have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lie, and everybody can have one variable for see what is the progress of each variable of each uh, player. So we need 4 players again with attack. Okay, so let's go back to Real Engine. Same thing. So this is will put us in our mind what we had to do to progress everything. So that's gonna be attack, and that's player 1 attack. I should copy the same attack. Copy, and then player 2 drop sheet, paste, player 3 paste, player 4. Oh, select the wrong way. Paste. There you go. There you go. So we got spinners, drop sheet, drop targets, attack, and this is will for the progress. So with this we can check every time that we got a drain and start over, and we can pull this information from here. And of course we had to reset all this, so let's comply that, and we had to put this on a reset every time the game start. This number start from 0, and that's the way. And I got up here on the top, did you see finish default, and that's what we're gonna do. So let me take this away. Then wait, let me go back to the list. Oh, we still have one to do. So we got attack, and now we need bumpers. Bumpers, the percent of the bumpers, because this is something that will cancel that. This is something that will destroy. It's for destruction the city. I think we can start over all the time in new ball. Or we can also, let me think about it real quick. So because hitting the bumper, the thing is to multiply the points per hit. So now make my life more complicated. I think I will put the bumpers to reset to everybody. So if you're in the first ball and you hit 50% of all depends. If I make it easy, it could be reset easier. You know what? Let's put progress for each one. So we need 1% for each one. Let's start from there. And if we get it so complicated, we can just change it and say, you know what, just use 1 and do that. So let's do that. Let's get this one multiply, and then we'll call bumpers purse, and that will be for player 1 bumper, player 2. Paste. And all this that I'm doing is actually for the progress, okay? 3 for the progress of each player, because this machine is for 4 players. At this, you can play 4 players, and of course, you want to have the progress for that. Let's see the list. So, what about, do I did the drop shit line? Yes. Let me go back here. So I got spinner, drop shit, drop target, attack, and bumpers. So according with my list, we got spinner, drop shit light, drop target, attack, and bumpers. So that's gonna be for the progress. Now we can mark this as good, and that's the first step that I'm gonna do. Now we have to think about it. What is the next step? So for the next step, I will do another video because we being long here, 20 minutes already, and I will start thinking in the sequence and start building the sequence of the spinner, and kind of talk a little bit how I can achieve this with, let me go back here, calling to here to tradition, and how I most switches is right now on the machine. And like for example, this is the exit event when the ball exit, and that's when it exactly start the game. So we're gonna talk about a little bit the progress of what I has on the machine and what we can use and to bring this mod in life. Okay. All right. So thank you for watching, and we go to the next step. God bless. Take care.